Welcome to Mom Talks with Sarah Denton, your host. I wanted to take a moment today and talk about mom guilt. You know, it's so real after we have babies. I don't know, we had this whole life before kids. We had dreams and goals and other aspirations, and, more than likely, at least to some extent, those were put on the back burner after we have kids. But then somehow we still feel guilty all the time. So I just wanted to kind of dissect that a little bit and talk about it and kind of talk about the reasons why we shouldn't have so much mom guilt. Maybe we should let it go a little bit. So, before kids, you probably had, even growing up, different dreams, different goals, different aspirations. You may have been working full time, you may have been going to school, you may have just had different hobbies that you were able to commit yourself to. And, we find out we're pregnant and we get all excited about these babies. And then we have these babies and it's like shell shock. It's not just the 9 months that we were pregnant, it's now, for the rest of our lives are different. And as blessed as we are, our whole identity shifts. We have to figure out, a new normal and who we are and who we want to be and how all of those puzzle pieces fit together. And, while we're pregnant, we tend to be more the center of attention, like the focal point, because we're carrying the baby and our health is very important and the baby's health is very important. Once the baby's born, it's easy to, shift all of the attention over to the baby, that sweet little bundle of joy. And in the meantime, kind of forget about the mama. And moms, we go through so much. And so if you're a new mom out there, I feel you, I hear you, I sympathize with you. I'm sending out love and hugs and comfort as we speak because it's not easy, and lack of sleep, new schedule, all of that, but then on top of that, just not feeling like you anymore because you used to do X, Y, and Z, your other goals and hobbies, and now it's all focused on a creature that you love with all your heart, but you can't help but feel like something is missing. And what's missing is you, and what's important to you. And it's important for moms to be able to rediscover themselves and to balance a little bit and try not to lose, whether it's a hobby or, reading a book or having a part-time job or whatever it ends up being. Moms need that. So then we get to the point of, okay, so we need that, right? So then why do I feel so guilty every time I do that? I'm actually struggling with that right now. I'm trying to do all of these different projects. And when I'm in the middle of these projects, while I feel personally fulfilled, I feel like I'm, potentially neglecting my kids. Like, oh, they said, can you come play with me? Well, I just played with them for 2 hours and now I need to do, mommy needs to do in 2 hours worth of work. And we shouldn't feel guilty about that. And at the same time, then we're with the kids all day. And let's say our spouse or our significant other is working, and you flip it around and you feel guilty because you're not working or you're not helping with the income. Excuse me. So, no matter what, it's like mom guilt is so real, and we always worry, especially new mamas, like, are we doing this right? I think that's why it's hard for moms to come together as a team because we're so worried about being judged. We're so scared about doing it wrong, and we feel so inadequate, and we feel like guessing at this. I hope I'm doing it right. They say to trust my instincts, and this is what my instincts are telling me to do, but this mom's doing it differently. Is that better than mine? So then we just isolate ourselves. And that doesn't help either. That just increases our mom guilt. That increases feelings of depression. That increases feelings of sadness. So, what is my point? My point is stop feeling guilty. We can't change the past. We can't change the future. All we can do is really affect change in the here, in the now, in this moment with our kids. Our kids aren't going to remember, oh, mommy didn't play with me for the extra 45 minutes. She was working instead. No, what your kids are going to remember is my mom played with me and she loved me. And at the same time, my mom was able to do, take care of herself, whether it's her own job or her own hobbies, whatever it ends up being. And she was able to do it all. My mom's a superwoman. She's a super mom. And that's really the best example we can set for our kids. It's important to show our kids self care. We want our kids to be humble and gracious and to be helpers and givers, but we don't want them to see us just giving everything away and then they model that in their own relationships in the future. We need them to show it's important to take care of yourself as well as then help others, because you and I both know you cannot take care of your kids until you take care of yourself. You can show up, but you're not fully present. To be fully present and engaged with your kids, which is what they remember the most, are those special moments and those special times. You have to take care of yourself. And if that means working a few hours a week or working, a part-time job or work, painting, drawing, singing, reading, whatever your hobbies are, taking time out for self-care, which, that's a whole other thing that I'm going to love to talk to you about. But we'll talk about that in another episode. But why feel guilty about that? You can't take care of anyone else until you take care of yourself. So start today. Even if it's 5 minutes, let go of the guilt. And if maybe, everybody's personal best is different every day, especially based on our hormones, the time of the month, how many hours of sleep we got, the stressors in our lives, and we tend to balance everybody's schedules. And moms set the tone for the household. Like if we're in a good mood, everybody else is pretty good too. And then if we're in a bad mood and then we kind of snap or, we're just short and blunt and aggravated, everyone else seems to follow suit. So remember that. If it takes going into the bathroom and taking a 30-minute bath in order to, just get your mind right and get happy, then do it. Everybody else will benefit from that 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes, and it's the most important 30 minutes for your sanity. So just go ahead and do it. And mamas, let go of the guilt. All right, I think that's enough of a rant for today. If you have any comments or questions, please either comment below or you can always send me a message, send me an email, sarah@momtalkspodcast.com. Also looking for patrons. I want to say thank you to Mary Alice Wirtz and Mandy Duncan for becoming patrons to Mom Talks. Thank you so much. You guys will get bonus content, exclusive episodes, and as we go, I'll be able to do more and more for you. So please consider that and check me out. Please like and follow and share this podcast. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.